What it do, what it is. It's your girl Taylor.
And Sailor Moon is in the motherfucking building.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Women's Intuition.
Where I hope you're ready to hear us talk our shit because Sailor Moon don't do no ass kissing.
Period. So, other than you not doing ass kissing, Lex, what the fuck you been up to?
Girl, a lot. I feel
lot?
like even our last episode, we didn't catch up for real. We really just like got into the game. But I'm fresh off of my first work trip at the new job.
How was it?
It was cool. It was fun. The hotel was nice. Meeting the people was cool and all. I'm excited to go back. I drove. So it was like a 4-hour drive and it really wasn't that bad. It was nice seeing all the mountains and then like water and stuff like, I don't know what body of water that is. Is that like a river?
It's a river.
That's a Mississippi river or something?
Chattanooga, Chattahoochee, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
That. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was really nice. The scenery and everything. I felt like a real adult. Like, I don't know. And then one of the nights I went out by myself and like found a little hookah spot. But no offense if we have any Nashville listeners, but all the black people I saw were dusty. I don't know if we're spoiled because of Atlanta, but like, I'm not talking about like, I wasn't expecting full glam bodies and shit like that. I wasn't expecting that. But like literally like dusty. Like even at the hookah spot, it was black people there, but I'm looking at all the niggas like, and I'm not super, I feel like I'm less superficial than you might be.
Now how I get in this?
And I don't even want to say superficial, but Tay's a little picky, so you'll be like, you can tell by somebody's outfit if he's not your vibe. I might be like, let me hear him out. I was like,
I ain't hearing nobody.
I'm clutching my purse a little tighter. Like, is this Memphis?
Lex.
What part did I go to? Maybe I'm gonna try a different spot next time, but I wasn't feeling. I didn't see no baddies. Like, I mean, besides me.
Period.
But other than that, what I've been up to, so fun celebrating with friends this past weekend.
Yes.
We got to celebrate Kai. Shout out Kai.
Happy birthday, Kai.
The Big 10. Man, that nigga did it up.
He did.
That nigga, man.
He did. He was lit.
He pulled a jacuzzi. We had the bonfire, bitch. Tell them how I started that fire.
You started that fire, bitch.
And what was y'all doing? Scared?
We was scared as fuck. I ain't
Stepping
gonna lie.
back.
Yes.
Like, are you sure?
Lex was confident. She was like, I got this. I'm like, okay, man.
You can tell when bitches have dads and brothers. Like, y'all ain't never did shit, huh?
I started a grill before. I cooked on the grill before.
Oh, you did the fire part too?
Yes. Me and my mama.
Well, then why you was acting like that? You know how to use some lighter fluid, bitch. Okay, go ahead. I stand corrected.
Exactly.
But what you been up to?
What have I been up to? Not much, really. Just same old. I went to church on Sunday and, you know, the vice president was there and my soror. And y'all, let me tell y'all about my experience. Okay, first of all, I get there. It's early as hell. I went the next day after the birthday party, so I'm already tired. Line is so long, mind you, y'all. I've been going to New Birth since I was born.
So I've been going to all the scandals.
Literally, I've been going to New Birth for 31 years before we was even at the location where we are now.
Damn.
Yeah. So my parents was going there when they first moved down here. I ain't never seen a line like that to get into church. Like not even, you know, that's where I graduated from.
Yeah.
Stevenson goes to New Birth. So y'all, they had snipers on the roof. I just never seen nothing like that in person before. It was just crazy.
They ain't playing.
Like they was not playing. So we get in church. Y'all, why is a Trump supporter who came in and like it got quiet for like a good 10 seconds and the Trump supporter just got up and started talking, like going off, almost got jumped. Security had to like take her out of the room, out of the little congregation area where we was at. I was like, this is crazy.
Not
so
in
that
the
was
house of God.
That was it was a fun experience. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
But it was dope though. So that, and what else have I been up to? I feel like that's really it. Just kind of like embracing the new season right now that's coming along. I'm ready for the holidays. I'm so ready for Thanksgiving, ready for Christmas. So, yeah.
Actually, I need to add something to mine. I wasn't sure if I was going to bring this up. When I was on my trip, the first day, my new manager takes me to lunch and this other chick that is remote from Houston. She came down too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lady that's in charge of my training. And I fucked up. Twice. I fucked up bad. So first, we have been getting emailed. So they were telling us like, yeah, we're happy you guys could come down this week. And I was like, yeah, part of me wishes we could have came down next week because for the surprise party. And everybody looks at me, like gives me a look. And the trainer lady in front of me is like, what surprise party? And then I realized that the Jess that they kept talking about, like,
It's her.
Is short for Jessica sitting in front of me. Bitch. I ain't never heard nobody call her Jess. I was like, oh shit.
Not the new girl fucking up shit.
I fucked up the surprise. But and then when it was time to go, we went to this Thai place and I had got some like curry. And so when it was time to go, I was like, look, let me get a to-go box because I'm gonna eat the rest of this in the hotel. I pack up everything. It's in this little plastic container. Do you know I dropped that container? It fell, busted open, and got all over everybody but me.
Curry?
Green curry.
Bitch, curry stains.
It was the green curry. It got on everybody but me.
I would have swung. I would have been like, we got to fight.
Bitch. I was like,
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. So just so you guys know, I'm a little accident prone. They're like, we can tell. It was like the running joke for the rest of the time I was there. Like every time I came back from lunch, you didn't spill anything on anybody, did you? Ah, ha, ha. My aunt calls me because apparently my manager, the first thing he did was call my aunt. My aunt calls me, now, how the hell did you spill? I was like, oh my God. I'm over here trying to make a good impression.
You probably, was you nervous?
I don't know how that shit. And I was mad as fuck. I wanted to finish that food. Like, girl, yeah, it was.
Did you smoke while you was there? Okay.
I shall not confirm nor deny.
No problem at all.
Okay, so can we talk about our intuition? Tell me you got one this week, bitch.
You know what? Yeah, my intuition, since I ain't been having kickball, and I was just talking to my sister, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm enjoying not having kickball right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have been taking my black ass to church, and that's my intuition, to follow my instinct, make sure I go to church, because I've been like watching online for the last couple of months, because it's hard to get up in the morning and then have kickball, like 3 games that day, you know? So my intuition has been telling me to go to church.
Okay.
And I have.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What about yours?
My intuition, you guys kind of just saw it play out. I've been having somebody on my line lately that, and I just have not responded. I'm not texting back. I'm not answering. He just FaceTimed me. I have nothing to say at the moment.
That's your intuition?
My intuition,
nothing to say?
My intuition is like, bitch, leave it alone. Because at first I was going to text and be like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Your inconsistency is no longer attractive or whatever. And then I realized no matter what I say or no matter what he says, like, I feel like responding would only put the ball back in his court. And I feel like the best thing and to give me leverage, even though I shouldn't be thinking in this way, but the only way I'm gonna keep winning in this situation
is no response.
I just don't respond. I took my read receipts off. He don't know if I read it. He don't know. And now he's unraveling. You saw him just FaceTime me. He even left a little voicemail FaceTime. He's unraveling. He's like, what the fuck? Is she getting these messages? Is she reading it? Is she not? Is she ignoring me? Who knows? Find out next week on Dragon Ball fucking Z. Okay? So
Dragon Ball fucking D. Okay.
But I do want to play a game. It's Halloween season, y'all. It's all about tricks and treats and games and spooky things. And so I want to play a game of Would You Rather. No drinking is involved. You know, we're going to keep
We're sober today.
Yeah.
I'm completely sober. I haven't even
hit
any
Me
grass.
neither.
For like 2 days.
Okay, me neither. Hope you're ready for this weekend, though. Okay.
My liver is ready.
Okay, so let's do Would You Rather. Do you want to take turns going back and forth?
Yeah.
I feel like mine are going to be better than yours.
I do too.
So first one, would you rather face off with the insidious demon in a locked room for 15 minutes? You know the one. You're scared of him.
I know.
Or have a 3-course meal prepared by Jeffrey Dahmer. That's a tough one. Only 15 minutes with the insidious demon.
Do he kill me?
I don't know. You gotta pick the option. You don't know what's gonna happen when you're in that room with the insidious. He might possess you. He might do some shit you never come back from. It might be like when people do crack for the first time and they just ain't the same afterwards.
Dahmer me.
You gonna eat a 3-course
We eat
meal?
cows.
Taylor,
We eat animals.
that's not the same as
And it's
eating
cooked.
people.
I ain't gonna die. Insidious, he don't even gotta touch me. I'ma pass out. I'ma shit on myself.
That should be a quick.
What would you pick?
Um.
You like scary stuff though. Like I would literally pass out from.
Oh man, that is a really tough one.
Exactly.
Actually.
No, you gotta answer, bitch. I had to answer.
I'm gonna go with the insidious demon.
Cause you don't want to sound crazy, but you know deep down you want to say Dahmer.
I don't know. I kind of want to know what it feels like to be possessed. Like, do I get powers? Am I gonna be able to crawl up the wall and shit?
I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather spend the night with Freddy Krueger or spend the night in a cornfield with Jeepers Creepers for 30 minutes?
Oh man, Jeepers Creepers.
Think about him being on his little thing.
Something about a cornfield is just creepy too. Spend the night with Freddy Krueger. I'm gonna take Freddy Krueger. I wonder how he'll respond to a little dick suck. No one's ever tried that approach, so we'll see.
I'm
what
gonna
about
go with
you?
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
Being in a cornfield with
Dick
Jeepers
suck?
Creep, no.
Oh.
But being in a cornfield is
And there's
already
really
scary.
nowhere to hide.
Yeah,
like,
you just running. It's like a maze. Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
That's creepy.
okay. Oh shit, it's my turn. Okay. Would you rather make out with the don't look under the bed monster or spend the night at Camp Crystal Lake? Do you know what that is?
No.
That's where Jason.
With the beginning of his story.
Yeah.
What was the first one?
Make out with the don't look under the bed guy. You remember how scary he was
That
with
nigga,
him? With
they
that
had to remove that movie off Disney. I'm gonna go with the Camp Creek Lake.
Camp Creek? You are so Atlanta, bitch. Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, it's on me. Okay.
Wait, I gotta say mine. I'm gonna make out with the don't look under the bed guy. Didn't he have dreads?
And he was black.
Yeah.
He was a nigga. Okay. Would you rather join a cult with Charles Manson or own Chucky the doll?
Charles Manson. Because as far as I know, they wasn't going through a lot. They was putting people through a lot. They was killing folks.
He was forcing them.
I'd rather
He's incarcerated. Well,
but I mean, what you're asking me is would I rather be the killer or would I rather be killed by Chucky?
Basically.
So Charles Manson me, bitch.
Period. I would agree, even though Charles Manson scares the shit out of me, but I was obsessed with him when I was younger. Like as far as like his documentaries, I used to watch all of that. But I'm gonna probably go with Charles Manson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hide in an empty grave at a cemetery or in a coroner's office in one of the empty lockers. Do you know what I'm thinking of when I'm saying the corners?
I'm gonna go.
You're hiding from a killer. Which would you rather hide? A grave or one of those lockers?
Damn, because the lockers.
And there's dead bodies around you.
That's what I'm
you just
saying.
gonna find an empty locker. So which is scarier? There's dead bodies around you either way.
I'm gonna do the second one.
Really?
Yeah. Cemetery is just. I mean, the other one is definitely creepy.
I feel like the other one, you're closer to dead bodies than you would be at a cemetery.
Yeah, and I feel it, but a cemetery is just creeps me out. Like by myself. Did it say alone?
But I ain't doing it with you. Who you taking with you? Don't phone me in.
Okay. My last one is: would you rather spend 5 minutes in a room with the Nun or the Grudge?
The Grudge. Okay. She got all that hair. I think I could get her. The Nun.
You gonna yank that bitch up?
I'm gonna do something. I ain't going down without a fight.
The Nun just looks scary.
Yeah, that bitch was very powerful from what I remember. So
I don't know much because I had never seen none of the movies.
Oh.
But from what I know, I'm gonna go with the Grudge.
Okay, yeah, me too, bitch. Okay, I got one more. Would you rather tour an abandoned asylum at night or play an Ouija board in a cemetery on a foggy night?
Asylum.
Oh my God.
Them Ouija boards, bitch. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to
Yeah,
talk
I would
about
do the
it.
asylum too.
Yeah. I don't fuck with them motherfuckers.
I do want to try a Ouija board.
Not me,
I don't know
bitch.
if I want to try it in that much vicinity of dead people. Like now you just asking to catch something.
Ain't
But
gonna be there.
okay, that was fun. Tell us what you guys would pick.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into these topics. I'm gonna keep it spooky themed, and I want to talk about our biggest fears. What is one of your biggest fears? And if you want me to go first, let me know, but I'm going to give you the floor.
One of my biggest fears is probably my nigga leaving me for a man. What?
I'm sorry.
That's a fear. I'm scared.
I didn't know you was gonna say. Damn.
Yeah.
You mean like a husband or like
my nigga, like even boyfriend type shit.
you're talking about like actively while he's your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Like he like.
Because sometimes you date somebody and years later you find out, oh, this nigga gay now.
Oh yeah, no.
But as far as like it being your
he
nigga,
leave me like, babe, I can't do this because I'm in love with a man.
you gonna swing on him?
Probably. I ain't even gonna lie. I probably will.
Yeah, I feel it.
And where the nigga at? Because I know he knew about me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What he look like? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
What about you?
My biggest fear, I think, is ending up in a marriage where we're trying to find that spark again. Like, that's depressing. Like, because, like, your nigga doesn't want to fuck you anymore. So now you got to do all this stuff to try to get the spark back. Like, that's too much. And then people be doing it like they have to be in it because they're married. So I don't know. That seems like I'm trapped.
Yeah.
I'm trapped in a situation and Yeah, that's a big fear of me.
I feel it.
Another fear that I have, but this is like a common fear that happens with me. Every time I wash my face, like after I take off my makeup, or even when I'm in a shower, and like my shower has like these glass like sliding doors, and like I'll wash my face, and my towel is usually like hanging over the partition or whatever, and like when I dry my face, I always think that when I like stop drying my face and open my eyes, there's gonna be somebody standing there, like. Whether it's a monster, whether it's just like an invader, a homeless man that crawled inside my window. I don't know, but I'd be so scared. I don't know what it is.
I feel it. I do feel it. I have one where my fear is as I'm walking in my house and like turning the key, somebody like pop up behind me and like try to kidnap me or kill me or some shit like that. So like when I walk in my house by myself and it's nighttime, like I'm walking backwards kind of. That's definitely a fear of mine for sure. Or another fear that I have is like if I'm at home by myself and I sneeze and somebody say bless you.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Bitch, that's scary.
I know.
That's some scary shit.
That's a fear of mine.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm sure we could go on and on, but go ahead and take the floor, bitch.
All right. So let's get into our next topic. Break Baby.
Oh, that's some scary shit.
That's some scary shit. Okay, so I've been watching this show, Reasonable Doubt, and I finally finished it. And in season 2, I kind of want to like, this is what made me think about it. And also I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, So Shameless, and they brought up the episode 2. So say you were in this situation, right? You're married.
Okay.
But you're kind of separated, but still kind of trying to work it out. Your husband really wants to be with you, right? Mm-hmm. You're in a space where you really don't know what you want. You kind of giving him pushback, like you don't know if you ready to get back with him. Y'all trying to go to therapy. It's not really helping. Mm-hmm. And you as a woman, a married woman, but separated, you're having sexual relations with other men, right? Mm-hmm. While you're having these sexual relations, your husband knows about this, and you're kind of like not doing things to make him jealous, but like one scene specifically was the husband put cameras in the house. She has like a really like powerful job. Mm-hmm. So he's no longer in the house. So he put cameras in the house to kind of like security type shit. And he got her security. She ends up fucking the security, knowing he's watching the cameras and like fucking him in the house.
That's hot.
And the thing is, they used to do stuff like that. So it's not like abnormal for them. So that was like the first situation. It was another situation where like one of her clients got out of prison and they started kind of back fucking around. The husband found out. So she's like literally actively fucking niggas, you know? He hasn't fucked not one girl.
Okay.
He's trying to win her back. He's saying, babe, like, I want you, you know, babe, I love you, you my everything, right? But she ain't going for it.
Yeah.
So, boom, he actually, like, I think, you know, people get fed up, right? He gets a little fed up. He's like, let me just try to see what it's like being out in the streets. And he ends up having sex one time. And he gets her pregnant.
With your dumb ass. That's the thing.
What would you do? Like, technically, y'all are separated. He's been trying to get you back. You've been fucking niggas.
But that's the problem. Your discernment is clearly they've been doing this shit. You said they do shit like this. But clearly it's his decision making. Why wouldn't you wrap it up? Why wouldn't you be more careful? Like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
I'm fucking niggas. Did I bring anything back home to you? Did you have an STD? Did I get pregnant? Did any of this happen? No, you're dumb. I'm be like, see, no, I can't do it.
That was her defense.
I don't think I could do a break baby period though. Regardless if I was fucking off, like I couldn't do a break baby period.
I could do it in that situation. Like if we're separated, like I can't, like say the condom broke. Like say he did have a rupper. You really can't blame him. But not in that. I'm saying in reality. Like the question is, would you, a break baby if they wore a rubber and the rubber broke and she got pregnant?
Now, what if, because we have these conversations and I feel like you always pull out these little situations like your man is sending his ex money. What if all her parents died? It's like, okay, you picking the most extreme. So let's say he just used bad judgment. He just used bad judgment. He didn't pull out in time and, he didn't mean to get her pregnant, but it happened. So no condom broke. Let's say he just used bad judgment. You going for it still?
Yeah, we on a break. We not together. They living in separate houses. They're not even living in the same house. They living in separate houses. They like co-parenting kids.
But if anything, I feel like that would give me the jump start to be like, okay, let's stop for real. Because you already said she was on the fence. She wasn't really fucking with it. She didn't know if she wanted him back. And now he got a babe. That to me, that's like, oh, this is the perfect time to just go ahead and go our separate ways. In my opinion, I don't know. It already seemed like she didn't want to be there.
That's what basically happened. And I think literally after he had sex with her, that's when she decided she wanted to fuck back with him. At that time, he didn't know that he got the girl pregnant. So it was like he was trying to like slick move on. And she kind of was like, well, dang, I think I want to work this out with my husband. Yeah. And in the midst of them trying to work it out, they were doing so good. And it's like something just came and fucked it up.
Well, look, it's one of those play silly games, win silly prizes. She was playing a game, and unfortunately this happened. So, I mean, she was playing around, and that happened to you. I don't feel bad for her, but I'm just saying, me, period. I don't think I could do a break, baby. I was watching something, what was I watching? I was watching Real Housewives of New York, and this new chick on the show was talking about how she, she met her dad once, and she had called him and she didn't really know her dad, but she ended up calling him and a woman picked up and basically she was like, well, I'm his daughter. And the dad ended up calling the daughter back and was like, don't ever call here again. Like, you offended my wife and stuff like that. And I felt so sad for her. And also I was thinking about the wife, like, bitch, that's fucked up. Like, your husband had a baby before he got married to you, and now you're so offended and causing problems and you don't want them to be together. I think that's fucked up. But like, I get it, but in my head, I would just leave him. I'm not going to tell a nigga to not fuck with his daughter. Either I'm going to deal with it or I'm not going to. And so that made me think of that because it seemed like he had a break baby or just this other baby, and the wife couldn't deal with it. And instead of her figuring out how to deal with it, he ended up picking the wife over the daughter and basically fucked up his daughter because she still cries about it to this day. Damn. And that is so sad. That's why I think it's very break babies. Like, who knows? Maybe I was a break baby. And maybe that's why my daddy ain't around and he ain't shit. I don't know. But if you know you can't do it, then don't do it. Like, don't be like, well, maybe, I don't know if you can't. I think you could, because you're already very much so an advocate for like blended families, and you're very understanding and patient with those situations. But some women aren't like that.
Yeah,
you know?
No, facts. And even with in the show, the girl that he got pregnant, she was like, she didn't know who the dad was. And she was like, you don't got to be here. Like, I'm not even going to tell you if you the dad or not. Like, because you know, like, I'm good without you. And he was, and this is probably what it definitely made me stay, because he was like, nah, like, I'm not even that type of nigga. I want to know if this is my kid so I can take care of it, basically. So for me, you knowing you got an outside baby and you ain't taking care of it, that would have made me leave you.
Yeah.
That would be like, okay, if you know you got a kid out here that's like yours, why you not taking care of it? You know, if you're the father, if it doesn't have another, you know, I don't know what the case may be, but yeah, I would definitely stay, especially if it's a break baby. Now, if you had a baby on me, nah. If you like cheated on me, because I guess technically that's not cheating.
Like, aren't breaks for like like, if you're still married to someone and you're actively trying to get them, like, you're not off the marriage, y'all aren't legally separated.
No, they weren't legally separated.
Oh,
if we
so at the end of the day, it's cheating.
If we like just going through it, that's different. Okay. But if it's a thing as legally separated, so if we legally separated, we living in 2 different households, we like literally slick. We on some. We living like we divorced. Like, we co-parenting. The kids staying with me one night, the kids staying with you a couple nights out of the week. I gotta pick the kids up one day. Like, we definitely separated.
Yeah,
I could tolerate that. You know, but you mad at me and you went to go have a baby on me? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Yeah,
I could do a break baby though.
I don't know if I could.
Yeah.
All right, so to stay on theme, I want to talk about something that is spooky, which is STD panels. Recently, an OnlyFans person went viral for, I guess, apparently having herpes, HSV2 to be exact. And his name is Gucci Third Leg. I think that's his name. I just really want to put the name out there just
make sure you got
so
it right.
Y'all know who this nigga is. But it caused a lot of like conversation because it was so big, because he's done scenes with like Triana Trump. You know who she is, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh wow, yeah, she's
Trump's daughter.
No, no.
Okay. Is she just a porn star, or? I feel like I heard the name, but I'm not gonna lie, that I don't be on that type.
I want to say she's a legend.
Okay.
I like her. Yeah,
like Superhead type legend.
No, Superhead is an urban legend.
Oh, okay.
Like Superhead is like
gotcha.
You know,
gotcha.
Well, I don't know. Have
is
we
she
actually
black?
ever seen Superhead in work, in action?
I feel like I seen maybe a video, but I didn't just grow up just sitting there watching her videos.
Okay, but yeah, I think she's like mixed or something.
Okay.
But like I don't know, but she's a no name. But like, it's all these other names in the industry that have actual footage of them like fucking Kim or whatever. So everybody's like starting to like post like, I don't have herpes. Here are my test results. Here are my test results or whatever. And it just sparked a lot of conversation about like herpes and getting tested and stuff. And so I wanted to do my own research. And basically, I looked some stuff up. Okay, so apparently herpes infections are very common. This is not trying to normalize it, but just so y'all know, it's a lot more common, especially in Atlanta, in the city we're in. It's very common. Okay, so 50 to 80% of American adults have oral herpes, which is HSV1, and that's those cold sores when people say they have cold sores and stuff like that. Or fever blisters. Genital herpes can be caused by HSV1, like somebody, you know, giving you head or whatever, or HSV2, and that affects 1 out of every 6 people in the U.S. Damn. So if you're in a room with 6 people,
1 person out of that room got it.
Yeah, what about 3 people?
But you know, I ain't gonna lie. When I first, I don't know if it changed, but when I first like read about it a while ago in college, it was 1 out of 3.
Yeah,
people that had herpes. So I don't know if it changed. I don't know, but yeah.
It says it can be asymptomatic, or it can show up as outbreaks or blisters or sores. Now, herpes is a highly stigmatized word and one that people don't want to be associated with, obviously. And that's why some people balk when they found out that chicken pox is a form of herpes. Also shingles, which, you know, it can be chicken pox that you get that first outbreak when you're a child.
Shingles is when you're older.
Yeah, and then it's latent and you never get it again. And then when you get older, it comes back or whatever. So not to say that they're the exact same thing, but there's a specific bacteria or strain. It's called herpes viridae or whatever. And it's basically in the herpes family. The thing about herpes, though, that's specifically sexually transmitted, which is why you would separate chicken pox from shingles and stuff like that. But a lot of people are hearing that and it's like, oh my God, like, are you kidding me?
You had herpes, you had chicken pox,
So it's very common. And I'm, you know, all you can do is get tested. Some people do spread it. They don't even know that they're spreading it. And I also, you know, if you go and get a full STD panel, I got one.
You have to ask for the herpes one because it's not on.
I was about to say, I went to the gynecologist in like May. And I got a panel. And herpes actually wasn't on there. They did all this blood work. Herpes not on there. So you do have to like actually ask for it. But it's usually like if you find a good place, it's like $140 per 10 panel. But you can also order your own labs via stdcheck.com. And that way you can get a full panel. And they can give you an option to add trick and other commonly tested STDs. I was talking to a guy at ASU, and I don't know why he felt comfortable telling me this, but he was telling me about like when some old relationship that he had, and he was like, yeah, you know, I thought she gave me something, like it turned out I had what's it called? Fuck. Damn, I sound dumb. But like, yeah, I was like, oh my God, like it's a very interesting one. I think he said he was like bleeding out of his ass. I don't.
Ass?
Yeah, bitch. So stdcheck.com, or if you are getting tested, make sure you specifically ask to get tested for HSV 1 and 2. The reason that they don't check is because it's so common.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, so, you know, everybody's pointing fingers and, oh my God, ew, you might have it, you might have it, you might have it. A lot of people that you know might have it. They might not know they have it, or they do know. You can still go on to lead a fulfilling life. I'm not trying to normalize it, like say it's okay, but at the end of the day, I'm saying normalize, but at the rate that it's spreading, it's
becoming normal. Yeah.
I guess I'm not trying to just like praise it, or like, I'm not trying to like make it seem like it's not as serious as it is, because it is serious. But unfortunately, with these rates, it's safe to say that it's pretty normal.
Very common,
especially if you're in a big city like this. So
look, we an educated podcast, okay? My girl came with the facts.
Yeah. So I know it's scary and it's spooky and people don't like to go get tested. And ladies, these niggas do not like to go to the doctor. Yes. Even me, I'm not one to just go get tested a lot, but every time I go to the gynecologist, I make sure they throw that shit on there. And I go to the gynecologist enough. I have enough not STD scares. Whoa. I have enough pregnancy scares to where I want to go to my doctor and get a real test and not just trust a pregnancy test. And so I make them just go ahead and throw it on there. But these niggas not really going to the doctor, bro. So
throw some STDs check on that bitch.
Like, we need to make that normal. Herpes is becoming normal. We need to start shaming niggas. Let's stop fucking them unless they can show us some kind of test results. Make it normal. Like, just make it normal.
Normalize going to get tested.
Right. And if you put your foot down, but even if he's like, man, you know what? You doing too much. I'm not doing that. Well, at least if we shame them enough, they'll start having them tests ready when they're trying to fuck. And that would be normal. So let's just all watch out for our coochies and our Gucci's.
Yes, ma'am. All right, let's get into our segment, Wild or Wild Not. 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 I'm sorry, but someone who destroys your mental health cannot be the love of your life. Wild or wild not?
Wild. Love doesn't look the same for everybody.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Love shows itself in different ways.
Okay.
When did he start ruining my mental? Was it in the beginning? In the end? Was I tripping? I don't know. What do you think?
Wow, not. Because I totally agree.
Read it again. Let me hear it again.
Someone who destroys your mental health cannot be the love of your life. Cannot be the love of your life. The love of your life.
Destroys
your mental health.
That was my shoes.
Not. Wow, not. Like, especially if you purposely doing things to like tick me off and like make me upset, try to hurt me, things like that. Ain't no way you the love of my life doing stuff like that intentionally. Anything that's done intentionally to hurt me, I just don't see how you the love of my life. You don't fuck with me. You don't love me like that. You don't love me like you say you do.
Is that Bow Wow?
You thinking about Fresh as I'm Is, because the way I rapped it, I can see where you're going with that.
Actually, no, I'm agree with Taylor because he didn't do any of that. Okay, it wasn't intentional. He was living his young turn life, and it just didn't align with necessarily what he was telling me. Mm-hmm. If anything, I destroyed my own mental. I haven't had a nigga destroy my mental now. Mm-hmm. Okay, I ain't been with nobody that sadistic.
Okay.
Kyle, no, he didn't destroy my mental. He put his hands on me a few times.
Y'all destroyed each other mental, to be honest. It was not given.
Yeah. But like I have seen or heard of situations where niggas are like actually like fucking like manipulators and like do destroy bitches' mentals. That's definitely not the love of your life. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm defending it, but this nigga's also not. I don't think this nigga's the love of my life either. So I just want to say that there.
I'm glad.
Who is she even talking about? Actually, wow, I just really fumbled that whole topic.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay. We still going. This is a part of the show. So.
I'm gonna have to sleep on that one. I guess.
Okay, so we both agree on that one. That was a pretty fair one.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can get this one right. All right, we've got another segment coming to you, and it's lesser known news, where we talk about some news that like I feel like people should be talking about. It may not be all over the place. It's election season, it's Halloween season.
Make sure y'all go vote.
Yeah, all of that, but I think that this is worth talking about. Okay, so how do you feel about AI?
You know what's funny? We had a company meeting today, and a part of the company meeting was them introducing AI to our company, and basically AI handling certain things in our company, which is crazy because I'm like, this is really where we are on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, I remember growing up and them saying like technology is going to take over. Mm-hmm. And literally it's happening right before our eyes. Technology is taking over.
It truly
is. This is so crazy. I'm still not like really believing it because I'm like, damn, nah, ain't no way everybody gonna let like robots and stuff. But nah, this shit really happening.
I watch so much dystopian stuff where it talks about like in the future how much like they call them synths. And it's like where they're actually walking around and look like humans and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And some people have them to watch their kids or to be like partners and stuff like that. And so I'm like, I definitely could see it happening.
That's scary.
Yeah. But okay, so there's a news article that dropped recently and people are wondering if AI can be blamed for this teenager's suicide. So apparently there is a 14-year-old in Florida who became obsessed with a chatbot. And basically he had the chatbot set up to where it responded like Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. And over time he would ask her questions and he just got really like
connected
with her. Would, like, they say he started like withdrawing from like his friends. He used to want to play Fortnite and stuff, but all he would do when he got home from school, he would lock himself in his room and he would just be talking to that chat bot. They said he was always in his phone. They didn't really know what he was doing, but he was just very obsessed with it. So he starts sharing like some kind of like dark thoughts, like, you know, I think I want to leave this place. And honestly, the chatbot was saying stuff like, no, why would you say that? It would hurt me if you ever did that. Like, I think the chatbot was being
messy.
No.
Oh, trying to help him?
Yeah. So it says one time he goes, I think about killing myself sometimes. The chatbot goes, my eyes narrow, my face hardens, my voice is a dangerous whisper. And why the hell would you do something like that? He goes, so I can be free. The chatbot goes, free from what? He goes, from the world. The chatbot goes, don't talk like that. I won't let you hurt yourself or leave me. I would die if I lost you. So the chatbot was responding, like trying to stop him. But the last thing that he said to it, I think the chatbot, it's still not human. So it can't understand. So the night of February 28th of this year, he goes, the kid goes, he loves the chatbot and he would soon come home to her. So the chatbot goes, please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. Still playing the character. And then he goes, what if I told you I could come home right now? And then she goes, please do, my sweet king. And apparently he put down his phone. He picked up his stepfather's 45 caliber handgun and pulled the trigger. And now people are blaming the chatbot. I mean, I get it. You're not going to blame the 14-year-old that just killed himself. But when I was reading the conversation, I'm like, I don't know if we can blame the chatbot for that. Mm-hmm. The kid had an unhealthy obsession. They said when he was younger, he was diagnosed with mild Asperger's, which is like autism.
I thought they got rid of Asperger's.
They did.
Oh, okay.
But I guess when he was younger, it still was a thing.
Gotcha,
so basically high-functioning autism. So he already had a little trouble reading cues and stuff like that and socially. So he really leaned into the chatbot too much. I don't think that you could. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's hard to blame it on a robot. You know?
Yeah.
They don't have a brain. Like, they don't know any better. So that's like me asking Alexa, should I jump off a building? You know, like what if
But it sounds like if you were to say that, Alexa would say no. But if you use plain language like that, the chatbot was responding and saying don't do it. Mm-hmm. He used something so vague, like,
but say
the
it's
chatbot
a glitch.
couldn't read. Oh yeah.
You know, like say just, I don't know, it's hearing something else and it's like, yeah, do it. Yeah. So it's like, you really can't blame the robot for just like your actions. I hate to say it. I mean, it sucks because he was young. I seen that article today. It really sucks. It's definitely a sad situation, but how can you literally blame the chat box?
Yeah.
You can't. They're not going to get any like jail time, you know? Like what's going to be the repercussions? Nothing.
Even I feel like people would say like, if there was a glitch and you said, let me jump off the building and the chat box said, do it. I could see them blaming the chat bot. I mean, obviously you can't give it jail time, but I could see them being like,
removing
throw
that
away
type
this
of
product, this software, we're not doing it. It clearly did this. In this situation, I mean, it seemed like the kid was impressionable. He could have met somebody online and got attached to them and would have did the same thing.
True.
I think that the chatbot did what it was supposed to do. It can't read between the lines.
Yeah.
It wasn't built for a kid to become obsessed with it and expect it to, I don't know. But I
agree.
It was sad. And it's one of those things that like, as technology advances,
you got to be careful.
Yeah.
And it's hard with this generation or the generation like after us because that's really all they know is technology. I think we are like the last generation that's like lucky because we know what it's like to be in reality with no technology, but we also know how to deal with technology, you know? So we kind of have the best of both worlds. But the generation behind us is just so crazy because all they know is internet, technology, robots, like like they don't know what's what. So
yeah,
that sucks. I just pray if I have kids that like they're, call me strict, but technology is not about to be what you doing 24/7. Like you about to know outside, you know?
Yeah. And I definitely think that the kid could have benefited from actual therapy or actual them talk. If you're noticing he's withdrawing, he's too much, take away the technology, like
Yeah.
take away some kind of intervention. Like, I hate to say it, but I feel like it would have happened sooner or later.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the chatbot that did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you know, we still got to talk to our kids. You can't just put them in front of technology and just be like, you know, they're okay.
Yeah, and I think it's harder too with autistic kids because they don't have those social cues sometimes. So it's like that was his comfort zone, talking to the chat box or whatever it's called, because he probably, what is it? Chatbots. Because he probably doesn't really know like how to have those social cues to talk to humans, you know? So that's kind of where he was finding his comfort. So it's kind of hard to like gauge that specific situation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to skip. Are we doing good on time?
Yeah, we're doing great.
We're doing great?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic. Okay. Are men realizing their worth in this generation?
Unfortunately.
I think so.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Like, is it like, okay, like, kudos to y'all? Or is it like, damn, like, just let us be and just accept us and like,
I mean, it's both. They're becoming insufferable with it. It's almost like they're realizing it like to spite us.
Yeah.
Not because they really just are like, you know, guys,
better.
talking to each other. You know what, guys? We really should start knowing our worth. If anything, it seems like it's out of spite or to combat us. Like, fuck these. I'm tired of bitches getting shit for free. It's time to like, now I want something because I'm tired of these bitches getting something. You ain't want it until we started speaking out loud about how we was getting it from niggas. Now it bothers you because if anything, you might be a little jealous. I don't know.
No, I agree, but I'm not gonna lie. To their defense, you know, I feel like men should deserve more. They should deserve better. And I mean, I think it's cool that y'all, you know, whatever, feel like y'all deserve y'all worth, especially when it comes to just like women or like dating. You know, I feel like back in the day, men didn't really know what was their worth, or they didn't know if they like should stay in this relationship or leave. They just felt like this is the woman I'm with. It's just how this is supposed to be, no matter how they was disrespecting them or treating them. I feel like niggas really didn't leave until it was like, I'm getting cheated on. And that was their limit of worth, you know? Nowadays, I just feel like it's different. And that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that.
You know what? I even want to walk it back.
Okay.
I don't think that before this time that niggas just didn't know their worth. Niggas held themselves to a certain standard. They set up things how it's set up. They was okay with how the patriarchy was ran because it was benefiting them.
Yeah.
But I think now that we're like speaking out loud about, you know what, these niggas are okay with their money getting them certain privileges when it benefits them, right? I think it's when women started talking about, well, let's use them, and started like bragging about using them. Now it's an issue. Or niggas who don't have as much money, they're gonna be irritated with money getting girls because that's a one up on them. But I guarantee you, if they had a bunch of money and they was buying bitches gifts, would they not expect some kind of special favor? Like, they would expect that money to mean something. Like, if I'm paying all these bills, then you should at least be doing this. I feel like niggas are okay with that. But I think now they're getting more mouthy and more, let me not say sassy. I wish you were caught up on Love is Blind, because there's a scene with Tim and Alex where he decides, okay, this isn't enough for me. I don't want to do this.
Where she was eating?
Yes.
I seen that.
Which was fine.
Part, yeah.
You know, it's fine. He knew that he didn't want that for his marriage. I applaud him for that. It's the way that he talked to her. It's the way he was disrespectful, and the way that you could tell he was like, oh yeah, drop the I was like, what was up with that? And I'll be happy if I never see your face again. And she didn't even do anything. Like, she didn't do anything to that man. But they're just getting so fucking mouthy and I don't know.
I feel like this is where I got this topic from. Honestly, I think I was watching something and I was reading the comments, and this is what it stemmed from.
Because I went to his page and I'm seeing where he's like hyping, like he's like reposting stories, and he's like, men, don't settle for anything less. I knew that I didn't want that to be my wife. And I'm like, does he think that's why the world is mad at him? We're not mad at you because you decided, you know,
you deserve better.
Right. Not even better. He needs somebody that's more submissive. He needs somebody that, you know, they weren't a good fit. And we could tell that from the jump. That first argument they had where apparently she put her hands on him. He should have left then.
So he did deserve better. No offense, but well, yeah. You know.
When he walked into her room, like when he showed her his house and it was all nice and decorated, he had such pride in his place. And even I was like, wow, like nice place. You could tell he put time into it. But then he goes over to her house.
She was wrong.
And her shit looked terrible.
Yeah.
He should have left. Like, you know, I get it. Like he knew his worth and he knew that wasn't it. And that is perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But he was sassy with it. He wanted to hurt her feelings. He wanted to have a moment on TV. And that's when it's just like,
yeah, it's definitely how you go about it.
Yeah, and it's like you just wanted to be vindictive. You wanted to make it hurt, and I feel like that's an example of a lot of guys nowadays. That's cool. Like, and even when you said like niggas usually don't leave, I think that them not leaving isn't necessarily them not knowing their worth. It's them liking to have just a lot of options that are open at all times. Even when it comes to niggas with me, when I used to feel so like, oh my God, he just can't leave me alone. He always comes back. And then I had to really learn that that's not a compliment. He's just keeping all his options open. He's doing that with 10 other bitches. And it's not because he doesn't know his worth. He likes having 10 open doors open for whenever he feels like fucking with these different bitches, you know, like, and I don't think that has anything to do with worth. I think that's niggas being greedy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the niggas I associate with, I could tell like they move different. Like I could tell those are men who know their worth. You know what I mean? Like, not saying like they're not about to go chase you, but I feel like they know what they bring to the table. You know, they know the type of man that they are. And I feel like they do know their worth, but they're not sassy with it, you know?
That's good.
So I do think men like are knowing their worth, and no matter how many females you're talking to, I do feel like it's very important to know like, okay, this situation is not for me. Let me remove myself from it, you know?
Yeah, I guess maybe the men I associate with, I feel like, or even men that I just witnessed, if anything, I feel like they have inflated egos. I feel like they over measure their worth sometimes. Like, you can't be my wife if you ain't finna do this, this, and this. What do you have going for yourself? Like, what makes you think that you deserve such a great woman? What have you, like, what is your character? What are like, what are you bringing? You think that you deserve a bitch that's going to do this, this, and this because that's just the stereotype. But what bitch is going to want to do this, this, and this for you? Like, what have you done? Sometimes I think, if anything, niggas think too highly of themselves and aren't realistic. Like, we're humbled every day. We're told we really need to, like, have a humble mindset because, you know, if we lose weight, you know, if we do this, we do that. Niggas will sit here. I saw somebody tweet, if I'm paying all the bills, I don't deserve to come home to a fat bitch. Right?
And he probably was fat as fuck himself.
Somebody commented under that, well, make sure you don't turn into the fat bitch. Because the way niggas expect bitches to cook clean and still want to fuck and also still keep their bodies right, but then they got a beer belly and their diet is terrible. So when you suck their dick and they come, it tastes disgusting. But they still want you to swallow. I'm sorry. This is not like, I don't want y'all to think I'm just out here swallowing nasty cum. I haven't swallowed cum in a long time, actually. But I'm just saying, niggas expect women to be on their P's and Q's, but expect, even if they are paying all the bills, they expect they deserve the world. When I walk in, you should be ready to rub my feet and ready to fuck me. And it's just like, but what? Women do all this to make sure that they still look good, whether it's like a 14-step skincare routine. They go into the gym. I bought a thing on TikTok the other day that makes your chin kind of go down. People are mouth taping. Have you heard of the mouth tape to get a smooth jaw? Women do a lot of stuff just to look good for the male gaze. And what are niggas doing?
That's why y'all gotta be careful who y'all date, because I don't date these niggas. You know the niggas you talking about.
It's not even necessarily niggas I date. I haven't dated anybody, but I know you don't see it.
No,
we're talking about seeing things.
No, I do not see stuff like that.
Every nigga you see and all these, whatever social media you're on or even shows you watch, all these niggas are just in great shape and the best niggas ever.
The shows is not realistic though. I'm talking about like realistically, men doing things like this. Like, I don't just see a man saying to me like, oh no, like, I'm paying all the bills, you gotta come home and like, I don't. interact
Well, no
with
one's
that.
ever said that to me, but I mean, if we're talking generally and we're talking about society, we got to kind of step outside of our own personal experience. It's a thing, like
I'm just saying,
or we're
I
living in
don't
two
see
different
it.
worlds.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't see it. I don't know if it's like a Twitter thing, but also I feel like my feed is set to like my genre of like what I like. You know what I mean? Like I follow even the men I follow people who, and it might just be for social media, but I follow men who speak like positive things. You know, like I'm not following men who like these bitches. Like I'm not following people like that. So that's why I'm like, I feel like I'm speaking on just like my experiences and what I'm going through. And when I talk to men, it's like realistic expectations, you know, of themselves. Like it's not, I don't have conversations with men and it's like, oh yeah, I need a woman who gonna like clean up, cook. I ain't talked to a man who talked like that in a long time, you know, or who just talks like that in modern day. Like that's not realistic, especially with women working as well.
It's definitely not realistic, but I have seen it. I have heard stories. Yeah, so I guess I'm speaking to the people who have seen this happen or these things happen. There's a lot of men out here who I think way more highly of themselves and think that they deserve more or that they're owed more or entitled to more than what they are willing to give out or have put out. So, yeah. So, what was the question again? Are men learning their worth?
Yeah.
I just think they're being more outspoken about it because I don't think men have ever been just unconfident. I think that historically men have had the power, and now we're in times where women are kind of coming into power, and now I feel like we're getting a lot of pushback because before niggas was just having it. They was having it their way, man, and bitches was crumbling to 3 bitches to 1 nigga. And it wasn't social media, it wasn't all this shit. Niggas was getting away with shit. Now niggas ain't getting away with shit.
Facts. Niggas used to have 3 lives.
I don't think they
families.
love it, which is why we're hearing their mouth so much about it. I don't think they love that. I think a lot of niggas wish that they was in their prime, like back in the day versus now. Like, cause now, you know, women don't really let men get away with a lot. Look at me trying not to cuss.
Like, where are we?
Right. But so yeah, I guess I disagree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the next one's yours too.
Is it?
Because I don't think I got no more, girl.
Okay. Next topic. It is.
Yeah.
Could you date a sperm donor?
Yeah.
You could? Mm-hmm. Okay. Stipulations? Like, what if he just was going around just throwing out sperm? Like, not like that, but he did it like the proper way.
Oh,
but
okay.
like,
I'm like, if he's unofficially.
Yeah, no. What if he was official? Like, what if he was going like, shit, 5 times a month? I don't know.
No, I don't think I want to date a serial sperm donor.
Yeah,
but if I get with a nigga and he tells me he's donated sperm before, no, I wouldn't care. I mean, I know a couple people that have donated eggs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I would think it was weird if a nigga looked at them kind of weird.
Or even I know it's not the same as a surrogate because it's not their baby, but they're still carrying. And I feel like you're still having a baby for someone. Like you're still giving someone an opportunity to have a baby and you're not keeping that baby.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's the same thing. Like I would be friends with somebody who's a surrogate.
Yeah.
Or who donated their eggs, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, now I could see a man being a little hesitant about dating a woman who is a surrogate for somebody else, like actively pregnant for somebody else. I could see that being a little weird.
Yeah.
You know? But as far as a man being a sperm, I don't think, now if we're talking about Tyler from Love is Blind.
No. But he's a different type of breed.
Yeah. The first one was legit. Them twins that came, she said that just happened naturally. Did you see?
Oh, I didn't see that.
So the baby mama, who's also a stud.
Okay, his best friends or something, right? Okay.
She went on TikTok and spoke her truth or whatever. And she said the first one, it was like her and her fiance at the time. I think it was her wife. They wanted to try for a kid and he was their sperm donor. So, okay. And then she said the next time, she said it happened naturally. She said, I'm sure you guys can understand what that means. But yeah, she was like, and those babies were conceived the natural way. I'm like,
That changes things.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
Is that where you got the topic from?
Yeah,
okay.
I was talking about it with my friends, and she asked me would I date a spring. They was like, I don't. They couldn't do it, but I'm like, I could do it. Especially like, say it was like that. Like, say you told me like, oh, my best friends, they're gay, they can't have a baby, but I did it for them. I'm like, that's dope. Like, now, you gave someone, an opportunity to have a baby.
I don't know. For me, I think I could do a sperm donor if he was donating it and didn't know where it was going.
I could see that.
Even if
you don't see the kids.
Right. And even if I know that there's a chance in the future that a kid could do a 23andMe, find out who their dad is and pop up.
Yeah.
I'll accept that. Yeah. Like, you know what? I knew you were a sperm donor. There's a chance in 18 years this kid is going, okay, whatever.
I agree.
Can't do nothing about that. As far as you being the personal donor for a friend or somebody you're going to see again, then we're going to see this kid grow up. I don't know. You're going to see this kid that kind of looks like you and feelings might change. Like, I don't know.
I could do that, but also I could do if you go and do it the right way. But like you said, you can't just be a serial sperm donor.
Yeah, no.
Like if you've done it maybe like 3 times.
Did you watch that
total.
Documentary? You love documentaries.
With the man who got all them kids? Yes. Yeah.
See, now that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And also, I feel like there need to be regulations. A nigga should not be able.
It should be a cutoff
to go donate sperm that much time.
Yeah.
I don't care how broke he is.
Facts.
I don't give a fuck.
It should be a cutoff.
A nigga shouldn't even be that fertile.
I agree.
Like
what you doing?
Put him down.
Yeah, seriously. Put him down.
No,
he need to
that
be
is
neutered.
a pit bull. They are breeding that nigga.
Yeah. No. Okay, so let's end the show with some movies, shows, books. What you been?
Obviously, I've been on my spooky shit. There is a movie that came out on Hulu called Mr. Crockett.
Is it scary?
Yes.
Like
it's creepy as fuck.
Okay.
I'm not going to say as fuck, but like I was scared. So the guy, Mr. Crockett, is kind of,
watch it.
Think of like a black Mr. Rogers. So already I was, the actual picture that they have for like the show on the streaming site is creepy too. I don't know what it is. His smile. It's like, it doesn't even show his eyes. It's like his smile. It's like the Steve Harvey smile in the sweater vest. And he's just smiling. There's blood splattered on it. It's creepy as fuck. The only thing that made me not jump, at first after I finished watching it, I was like a little like jumpy.
Jittery.
And then I remembered, oh, you don't got kids. There's no kids in the vicinity.
Oh,
I'm
you only
safe.
Fuck with kids?
He comes and takes kids who are like in bad situations, and then he like kills the parents, and then the kids think they're, spoiler alert, the kids, you would think that the kids are going to like this super nice place and like they're in a daze, so it seems like it, but then really it kind of looks like hell. Okay. So yeah, I watched that. I've been watching a lot of scary movies. Hold Your Breath. I rented Speak No Evil. That's a current one that was out in theaters.
I heard of that.
And that was really good. I think it would have been way better if I saw it in like a cold, dark movie theater. But it was good. So obviously Love is Blind. Love is Blind. So
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching anything scary. I just finished what we talked about, Reasonable Doubt. That was really good. I've been binging SVU.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm binging it, old and new. Like
I'll
I'll
put
go
that
back
on
and
sometimes
forth.
on Hulu. Do you watch it on Hulu?
I watch it on Peacock because there's no commercials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I also been watching the new Law and Order, like the new seasons of like just Law and Order. Not
you told me
SVU.
this last time. Yeah.
Yeah, that, and that's pretty much what I've been watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I did get into Agatha All Along. Yeah. On Disney Plus. I went ahead and re-downloaded Disney Plus.
Okay.
But so yeah, I'm all caught up with that too.
Okay, girl.
Well, let's get into MySpace songs of the week. I came prepared.
Me too.
Actually, there's a few songs I could have did, but I'm gonna stop. You're really prepared. So how many are you about to do?
I mean, I'll do one. I mean,
okay.
But if you do two, I got two.
Well, this is kind of a throwback. Lil Boat 2 album by Yachty that dropped in 2018. Look, Yachty gets a lot of shit. I get it. He's very closely connected with Drake. Drake is also not having the best year this year. But I love Yachty. I have always loved Yachty. I think he is so talented as a rapper, as a producer. his beats, the way he switches up his flow. I even like how he paints his nails. He has a beautiful smile with the grill in and the grill out. The skin is gorgeous. Yachty, I don't know.
You okay over there?
He's like solidly built. Like I like me some Yachty.
Okay.
But he has a song called Boom, featuring Ugly God. I also really like Ugly God. I have a few songs of his on my phone. And I really like it. I've been listening. It came into my rotation recently, and I've been rediscovering how much I love that song. So yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna take it back.
Of course.
Back in the day.
Shocker.
Super old. 90s back. And I just cannot stop playing this song since it came on my playlist.
I know what it is. Is it 3 letters?
3 letters of the song or the artist?
The artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
SWV?
Yeah.
What's the song?
Why? To start a W?
Win This Feeling.
Yeah, I knew
she
that
only
was
know
a
it because I
question.
played it on my thing.
And I've been seeing your friends, the friends mix.
Oh, you can't see. Yeah. So that's all I've been playing. And did you do 2 or you just did 1?
I did 1. But
okay.
What you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I got another one.
All right.
This other song, and they've been playing it on TikTok, and I could not wait until it finally came on Apple Music. It's called Butterflies by Isaiah Falls and Joyce Rice, and it's a really good song. It's just like my vibe, like a good
It's like R&B?
Yeah, like real chill, just type of, chilling. You could be smoking, vibing, wine, or just like you could even study, like a good study session or just working type of song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do one more. It's gonna be Gunna. He just dropped a new single. It's called Him All Along. And I just love this new motivational Gunna. I don't know.
I do like the new
I've
Gunna.
always loved Gunna, but then lately it's a little motivational. Yeah. And I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Have I been him all along? Okay, but yeah, guys, thanks for coming. Wait. Well, thanks for watching or listening.
Yes.
Episode 41 of Women's Intuition.
You already know. Thank y'all for tuning in. Another week, another episode. We really appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Follow, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so y'all can see whenever we drop any new episodes. And make sure y'all follow our Instagram, our Twitter, Women's Intuition, IN2ITION. And we're going to see y'all next week.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.